I was extremely fortunate to grow up in a family where love was at the center. It was also in our church experience where we learned that to love your neighbor was the highest calling. Now, I was exposed to politics in the late 1960s. My family supported all the efforts for Black political empowerment across the United States. But I didn't want to become a politician. I was interested in becoming a lawyer to fight for social justice. That's why, after finishing law school at the University of Michigan, I began work at Community Legal Services in Philadelphia. There, I was a housing lawyer helping individuals save their homes from mortgage foreclosure. It wasn't until the 2008 Barack Obama campaign that I decided I could do more in politics. I was inspired to see a multicultural grassroots campaign working to elect a presidential candidate. I canvassed in my hometown in Ohio and brought what I learned back to Cheltenham to be an organizer. After Obama was elected, of course, we were all elated. And I thought this was an opportunity to do more, change lives, and build on the momentum that we created. In my home of Cheltenham, a 7-person board of commissioners governs the township. It's like a city council for the township. So with the encouragement of friends, I ran for a position as a township commissioner. About 2 years later, I became the first African American president of the Cheltenham Board of Commissioners, with the full support of each board member. We were able to start Sustainable Cheltenham, an initiative to automate trash and recycling pickup and more. We divested pension funds from gun makers shortly after the Sandy Hook massacre, and we created a non-discrimination ordinance to protect individuals from discrimination based upon sexual orientation and gender identity. During my term, we had a terrible tropical storm Lee, and neighbors were very concerned about how we were going to deal with the flooding. The senator at the time was not as responsive as neighbors would have liked. I knew that something had to be done. So I thought about running for senator of the 4th District. Now, at first I was hesitant. My chances were thought to be less than 0. But with the support of Julie, my wife, my family, trust in God, and my friends, we launched the campaign. Now, the biggest hurdle was raising money to get our message out. We received no money from unions or the traditional supporters of Democratic candidates, except from State Representative Dwight Evans. We were able to knock on thousands of doors, call thousands of voters, and created a successful direct mail campaign. I truly believe the candidate that knocks the most doors wins. So with a small group of talented and dedicated people, I was elected as state senator of the 4th Senate District in 2014. Since that time, we have worked to reduce homelessness by expanding the amount of money for affordable housing by over $15 million. We have been fortunate to be a member of the Governor's Vaccine Task Force to help distribute vaccines across this state. And in Germantown, I am proud to say that we have been a leader in focusing on literacy. Lonnie Young Rec Center has been a consistent site for our Reading Revolution summer program. The 4th District is the best Senate district in Pennsylvania, and I'm so honored to represent this district, but especially Germantown. Julie and I bought our first home in Germantown. Our children went to school in Germantown. Now, there's so much work we have yet to do. We have, as a community, do need to look back at our history so we can see where we have been and help us realize we have been able to overcome adversity and will do so again.